Good day. Good day. We'll see how many people jump in. We're definitely going to have some. Definitely going to have some. So we're doing an AMA. Ask me anything about. Don't ask me anything. Okay. Maybe you should ask me almost anything about pTGC or UFO. Basically, what we're going to do is a presentation on pTGC and UFO. We're going to start with pTGC. And I imagine it's going to take about an hour and a half. We're going to read the white paper. Can you guys, as you come in, answer the question in the chat? Just put a 1 if you've read the white paper, put a 0 if you haven't, because I really want to make sure you guys have read the white paper. If everybody has read it, though, we can kind of bounce around. We can skip the white paper. That's what I'm trying to say. But the white paper is important. And then give me some feedback, too. If it's like so super boring when I'm reading the white paper, let me know and I can figure something else out. You guys this is the first AMA I've done. Thank you, Paul. And what was I saying? First AMA I've done. And so you guys are kind of my guinea pigs. So, and I mean that kindly. I have some notes of things to go over, but there is so much. I mean, to pencil it all out would take quite a bit of time to write down everything that I would like to cover or that we should cover. And I can tend to get a little bit wordy. I will try to keep it on a level. I'm trying to keep this for like new people. Like you're probably going to pick up some tips. I hope so. But mainly it is for the people that are brand new to the ecosystem. So we have a 1 and a 0. That's a 50-50 unless I'm mistaken. The white paper is reasonably short, explains the entire function of pTGC. Absolutely. We're going to start there, guys. We are not going to delay. 26 people in here. Wow. Thanks, guys. This is amazing. You know, I should always mention Bitcoin because it brings in more people. Watch the number go up. Yeah. I mean, if you want a 4X, get you some Bitcoin. If you want a 50X or more, get you some pTGC or any altcoin, right? Especially on the Pulse chain network. Thank you, guys. I'm going to try to ignore the chat because it is a little bit distracting, but it's an ask me anything. So how can you guys draw my attention? Maybe you put everything in caps. If you put everything in all caps, then I will answer your question. So that would be a good idea. Put everything in all caps. That way I can just focus on presenting. Yeah, always do your own research. And this is part of it, right? This is part of doing your own research. Here's the Gray's white paper. There's the contract address. We're going to just buzz through some stuff, guys. I mean, really. I do want to... these are really good bullet points, man. If you're brand new to pTGC, listen. It's 100% deflationary. It had a fixed starting supply. It's 100% autonomous because it's a smart contract. It's truly decentralized, has a community-driven DAO. Every reward is backed by LP value. Everybody can literally sell all the rewards every day, and it wouldn't affect the price. Initial supply. Contracts are renounced, cannot be modified. Liquidity on PulseX is burned, locked forever and growing. You can see that on the dead address. You can see all the burned tokens. You earn high APY reflection rewards based on market volume. Staking. There is staking with no time constraints or early withdrawal penalties. Freedom to collect rewards without breaking stake or time lock. The top 100 stakers may submit proposals that fuel the growth of pTGC. We've seen that. They're very faithful in helping the system. There's voluntary time locking for delayed gratification and additional rewards. It's fully decentralized amplifier tokens, adding constant perpetual volume, like UFO is the key amplifier token here. There is perpetual auto buy and burns of pTGC with every single transaction. Auto LP add with each transaction locked within the pTGC PLS V1 LP. All stakers may vote on proposals set forth by the top 100 stakers of the DAO. The liquidity pool web mechanics in place add perpetual volume with each transaction. The burn address, marketing wallet, and main liquidity pool are excluded from rewards. There are no broken promises. The DAO, staking, and token smart contracts are 100% complete. Introduction to the Grays. I'm just running through this, guys. You guys can find this on the site and download it, read it, but it is important if you haven't read it. The Gray's currency was developed to address a significant problem. Why should corrupt leaders profit from the taxes we pay on every dollar we earn and spend? Imagine if instead those taxes went back into the community, helping to stabilize the currency rather than enriching the powerful. Why should those in power be allowed to inflate currency and print more money at will, devaluing our savings? The Gray's currency offers a solution, a set supply that cannot be inflated, safeguarding the value of your money. Here's the solution. I'm going to skip some of this. It was launched 100% complete. Okay. There's the initial supply. Let's get down here. The DApp. The Pulse XD app, we're going to review that interface, enables trading of the pTGC token. On the D app, holders and stakers can access live analytics and historical data. Through the DApp, holders can become stakers, and stakers can monitor real-time information about their stakes and rewards. Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's all summarized in there. It's really sweet. By staking, users gain access to the DAO and voting rights on future PLS investments from the Treasury wallet. Stake tokens can also be locked for additional rewards. We're going to talk about all of this. Holders earn rewards simply by holding, while stakers earn more, and lockers can earn even greater rewards. There's no time lock requirements for staking pTGC. However, there is a minimum of 90 days for locking. And we're going to go over that. And we'll probably have to review some of it a little bit in here. A 5% fee is applied to every buy, sell, or transfer. So this is a fee-based token. And you got to know that from the beginning. And I want to say that I want to make sure I do not forget to say this. Every time you transfer pTGC, there is a 5% tax. So if you buy it, and same with UFO, whenever you buy it from a wallet you want to store it on, unless you're willing to eat the 5%. And I know I have done that before on purpose, knowingly. And I just bought back the 5% that I burned. There are no developer, what do you call it? The developers aren't being paid out of the system, where there were no token allocations for founders. Instead, the fee is allocated to specific functions that support the Gray's currency. All fees are collected in Pulse, the native coin of the Pulse blockchain. The Treasury is distributed according to approved DAO proposals, funding various initiatives, including but not limited to marketing campaigns, potential collaborations, market buy and burns, adding to the ever-increasing LP floor, creating new LPs for bot arbitrage activity, distributing rewards to holders and stakers, and locking liquidity in the core V1 Pulse LP on PulseX. Yeah, man. The pTGC. Some of you guys that know me, let me know if you think it's valuable for me to read, literally like read the white paper. I'd appreciate your feedback. The pTGC fee system empowers token mechanics that are intentionally designed to ensure that short-term holders and traders contribute to the long-term stability. So yeah, there are traders. People literally will trade fee-based tokens, and they just benefit the system, right? If you're a long-term holder, you will benefit by people that are trading and by the bot activity, because the bots are trading. It's beautiful. This structure ultimately benefits long-term holders with each buy and sell of pTGC. Here is how the fees are distributed. So we know it's a 5% fee. 2% goes to the DAO Treasury wallet. And it's almost always used to increase the value of pTGC. Almost always, at least at this point in the bear market, where we can scoop up RH tickers, the tokens that we're paired with, for cheap, we are almost always buying those tokens, pairing with pTGC, and sending those to and building our LP pools that way. So 2% goes to the DAO in the form of Pulse, and you can see it on the DApp. You can see that the Treasury value in the DApp. 1% goes to stakers, 1% goes to holders and stakers. So if you stake your pTGC, you're going to earn more. 0.5% buys and burns pTGC. There's that deflationary supply. 0.5% goes to LP on PulseX V1. It's locked forever. All pTGC rewards are distributed through reflections, and they kind of just magically appear in your wallet. I mean, as soon as you hold as your wallet holds pTGC, you will see it start stacking up in your wallet. It just kind of just appears. You don't have to, do any transaction to get it. You don't have to do anything. The tokens just show up. It's pretty cool. With each buy, sell, or transfer, a portion is allocated to both holders and stakers, with stakers receiving a larger share due to their support of the project. How are they supporting the project? Because they're staking, and there's a 1% end stake fee for ending a stake. So you might be wondering how long it takes me to get that 1% back, right? Well, if you're long term, you're going to get it back pretty quick. It's going to take we've done the math. I think it's somewhere between 1 to 2 months, something like that. And also depends on volume. But if you're a long-term holder, you're going to get that 1% back in yield pretty quickly. And then people that are staked are benefiting the system because those tokens, those are long-term holders, and they're not going to end their stakes just on a whim. The more tokens you have staked, the greater your percentage of reflections. As trades take place, both holders and stakers earn rewards, making holding and staking pTGC a passive income generating machine. Locked tokens also continue to receive reflections, and that's a key point. So you can hold your pTGC and earn tokens that way. You can stake your pTGC and earn even more, and then you can lock your pTGC and you're going to earn even more, and you're going to continue. Locked tokens continue to earn the reflections and the staking rewards. We're going to talk about locking though. Don't just go and lock a big bag. With every buy, sell, or transfer, and automatic, and I should finish that statement. Don't go lock a big bag without knowing what you're doing. With every buy, sell, or transfer, an automatic burn function is activated within the smart contract. All burned tokens are sent to a dead wallet, ensuring they can never be sold or circulated again. It's called the dead address. It ends in 369. You can find it. Burning tokens is comparable to buying them and never selling them again. The Gray's burn mechanics generate consistent upward momentum for the project, keeping pTGC deflationary by reducing its supply with each transaction. pTGC started with a supply of 333 billion tokens, which continues to decrease with every trade. And I think we've burned somewhere between 11 and 12% in the 13 months that pTGC has existed. You can stake your pTGC tokens on the D app. There's the link. While staking offers many advantages, a key feature is that there's no time lock. So the beauty, and this is one of the things that really attracted me to pTGC, is that I can stake my tokens and I can end that stake anytime I want. It's beautiful. There's no time lock requirement for staked tokens. Staking pTGC also allows you to earn greater rewards from trading volume compared to non-staked tokens. And I'll show you an experimental wallet that I've had since early February, and it'll highlight how much we'll see how much there are in reflections, staked, and locking rewards in that wallet. Additionally, staking any amount grants you eligibility to participate in the DAO, giving you voting rights on proposals related to the allocation of polls from the DAO's treasury wallet. Staked tokens remain in your wallet because we prioritize self-custody. We really do. I'm going to say we because I'm a community member, and I'm just hanging on the shirt tails of those that created this, okay? But I'm going to include myself. I'm not a founder, by the way. I'm not a developer. I'm not a founder. Just a community member. When a stake is withdrawn, a 1% fee is distributed to all the current stakers. Got that? So when you do end your stake, the 1% fee that you pay, and it's just 1%, goes to all the other stakers. Time locking is the third way that you can earn from your pTGC. All pTGC holders have the option. Just side note, the UFO white paper is much shorter. All pTGC holders have the option to stake their tokens without a time lock. However, some may choose to lock their tokens to resist the urge to sell during market fluctuations. Much like Hex. You time lock it, and there's nothing really you can do about it unless you're going to take a big hit. To lock tokens, they must first be staked. So you got to stake them first, then you can lock them. Once staked, holders can opt to time lock their tokens. Staked and locked tokens remain in your wallet and are visible, but they cannot be sold until withdrawal is initiated. We get this question a lot. I'm trying to sell my tokens. I see them in my wallet, but I can't sell them. Well, it's because they're staked, and you need to end the stake, or they might even be locked. So just be aware of that. When you go to sell, you might need to unstake. Here are some time lock examples. Did I read this one? Oh, no, we need to read this. Stakers who choose to lock their tokens are divided into 10 tiers based on the duration of their lock. Rewards are distributed according to the amount of pTGC staked. The portion of the reward pool a user receives depends on their tier. Lockers who choose to end their time lock early face a 30% penalty. 30% penalty for unlocking early. That's pretty heavy, which is distributed among all the current lockers. And that's where you can make rewards. If you lock tokens, as people early unlock, you get paid from their 30% penalty. Follow me on that? It's pretty simple. Okay, which is distributed among, the amount each locker receives is based on their tier rank and the quantity of pTGC they have locked. Once the locking period ends, users can remain in the lock, continue earning rewards without any penalties. Like for me, I have some 10-year locks. I have a bunch of 90-day locks, nothing in between right now. And for me, the 90-day locks was a no-brainer. All of those have matured. I can unlock them at any time, the 90-day ones. And I've taken this time to think about what I want to do to lock up more. And I have a plan. It's just taken some time. So to me, the 90-day locks are kind of a no-brainer. If you know you're going to hold this token for 90 days, you're not going to sell for 90 days. And I don't necessarily recommend selling a rental property that is cash flowing. That's just my opinion. And that's how I'm proceeding. That's not what I'm planning to do. So, but here are some time lock examples. A user earns 10 million pTGC as a reward from locking, triggered by another locker ending their lock early. Since the user is in tier 5, they receive 80% of the reward. So tier 5 is 80% reward, which amounts to 8,000 pTGC available for claiming. The remaining 2,000 pTGC will be sent to a dead address and burned, permanently removing it from circulation. So here's another way that we're burning tokens, reducing the supply, increasing the value. And I'm going to skip that other example. And here is the time locking tier system. So 90-day locks, 90 days up to 1 year, you earn 55% of the reward. So when people early unlock, you earn 55%. The other 45% is sent to the burn address. So 90-day locks actually help the system, right? When I end my 90-day locks, I'm going to be burning tokens. It's great. 1 or 2 years is 60%, and 65, and it just goes on for up to 10 years, earning 100% of the reward. So I'm just going to tell you guys how I'm planning to do it right now. My idea can change tomorrow. I am going to have 10. I think it's 10. I'm going to make a ladder with 10% of my pTGC. I'm going to do it probably at the end of this year. And I use ChatGPT to help me determine when to make these locks. Because here's the thing. You can make a 10-year lock, and you can take 365 times 10 and lock it up for 3,650 days. Or you can do 365 times 9 plus 1 day, lock it up for 3,286 days, and it's a 10-year lock. So that's what I'm intending to do. I'm going to lock for 10 years the 90% of my bag. That's my plan as I'm standing here right now. And I've had a lot of time to think about why do I want to do that? Because I think the rewards coming from locking is going to be significant, I think, and I hope. But here's another thing about locking is that, let's say the rewards are not significant, but the value of the token has increased so much that a 30% hit, yeah, it would kind of hurt, but it could be worth so magnificently more that, 30% would not be that much of in dollar in dollar terms. You got to follow me on that. It could be worth taking a 30% hit, perhaps. And then there's some information about the Dow you guys can read, and the liquidity and liquidity web. I'm going to skip a lot of this stuff because this is mainly for new people. We're not going to get into the amplifier tokens. This is all about pTGC and UFO. So on to the DApp. Let's look at the DApp, guys. Everybody hanging in here? Thank you, Vets. Appreciate that. I'm going to read Paul Webb's question here. Does the total amount of UFO tokens in your wallet reflect a true amount, including any permanent loss which may occur when providing liquidity? Thanks. The amount of UFO tokens in your wallet is the amount of liquid UFO that you have, the ones that are just earning reflections. There are two things you can do with UFO. You can hold it to earn reflections, or you can LP it, and we'll get into that. And when you LP it, you can see your impermanent loss in DEX in DBank, or on pulsex.com. You can see if you have any impermanent loss. pTGC.com is the DApp, the website, if you will. The price is up here on the right, and we have a few tabs: staking, DAO, a game, TGC stats, UFO token, and Gray's gear. You can see the staking contract here and the TGC contract here. There is the contract address and a little bit about the Gray's currency. And Hex Explained did a fabulous video for us about the Gray's currency, and you owe it to yourself to watch that if you're new. So, and we just already talked about where the 5% gets distributed to. Here, if you haven't joined our Telegram, please do that. Follow us on Twitter, and then you can, if you want to know how to get over to the Pulse Network, there's a document right here. Click here to learn, and it will show you how to get over to the Pulse Network by pTGC or UFO. And then I'm not sure what this tab is. It might be a YouTube link. Okay, let's go over to staking. This is what you guys are here for. So you buy your pTGC. Now what? Let's have a look. Just so you know, this is an experimental wallet that I put 1 million pTGC on, and I locked it for 10 years. So all of this information is based on that bag of 1 million pTGC that at the time was worth like $20. Now it's almost $500 in value. So this is the community total up here, total TTC staked and locked. Now this down here is the information from the 1 million that I have, right? Total locked, 1 million. Total staked, 1,025,495. Total held, 1,032. So here is the total TGC earned, 32,000. Now, mind you, I have not compounded. I have not done anything with this wallet. Earned from holding, 13,758. So if you had 10 million pTGC back in February, it would be apples to apples, and it would be 137,580, right? You follow that? That's one of the reasons I built this. Earned from staking, I'm going to call that 12,000. Earned from locking, 6.6 thousand. This is insightful information. To only earn 6.6 thousand from locking. Yeah, okay. So moving down, you can see, look at the purple buttons here. You can stake your pTGC. You can withdraw and claim. You can lock it, claim, unlock, and unlock. So if I had pTGC in this wallet, and I do because it's in there from earning reflections, I click here and I select the amount that I want to stake. I could do anything that I want. I can select 50%, 100%, or put any number that I want in there, confirm it into my wallet, and I would add to the stake. I can claim, and I'm not going to do that. I can withdraw, and I'm not going to do that because I just want to leave this wallet alone. But to withdraw, you will, if you withdraw, it'll result in a 1% fee going to all the other stakers. And then you can lock. You can lock any amount for any length of time over 90 days and up to 10 years. And you can lock like 50%, right? Or whatever you want. Okay. And then your locks are going to be down here. Pro tip. If you're thinking about doing the 10-year locks, you might want to divide, let's say you divide your bag into 10 different locks. Then if you want to nuke one, you're only nuking 30% of 30%. I think that's how that works, right? So you can nuke one bag and pay the 30% penalty of just nuking one. You guys have any questions on this section? Thanks. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. Sometimes it's good to kind of slow down and have somebody walk you through a thing, and you'll see things you don't normally see. So this one has 1 million locked. The reward is 2,969. Started on February 10th, and it ends on February 7th, 2034. That'll be a good day. That'll be a good day. Here's the DAO. If you want to see if you are eligible to make a proposal, click here, and that ability is quickly moving away from all of us. But you can see all the proposals that have been made, succeeded, defeated, and all that. Okay, and here are the treasury funds, 32 million PLS. Let's click over to Dex Screener and see what the value is on that amount of WPLS, because I want to know in dollar terms how much is in the treasury right now. And I think we just $2,500. We just had a proposal succeed. I haven't seen the tweet yet, but we did add to our LP with DAO funds just within, I think, the last 24 hours. Yeah, it is an absolutely brilliant protocol. We love it. There's a game. Here's the greatest game. You can, let's see, you can buy a ticket with PLS, and you can earn pTGC. Top winners, 3 million, 3 million. Wow. 1 million. I have not been playing. I mean, I just haven't. And you can read all about it here. That's fun. And stats. I love stats. Maybe you guys love stats. 120 people in here. Wow. I'm so impressed. Guys, I appreciate you being here. Make sure you sub to my channel. You know, why? So that more people can see content like this. More people can come into pTGC and UFO and benefit from these fabulous tokens. It's not so much that we want the numbers to go up, although we want other people to benefit and participate, like our friends, family, all that stuff. Here are the stats. Let's start with the staked only. So these are the staked tokens, 25.8% staked and locked. Looks like, I think that's a 13. Anyhow, I'm going to go with the percentages. There's no commas. 41% are staked and locked. Where's the percent? 11.5% of the tokens are burned. And so there's our LP pool, and 19% is held in wallets. So these are the people, this is the tokens that are held, staked, locked. Make sense? Okay. So I imagine some of these people don't know about the staking and the locking, or are just hesitant, or they might be traders. The total burned to date is 11.5%, or $19 million worth of pTGC has been burned in the last 13 months. It launched October 11th, 2023, just so you know. Projected burn to the next months, if we continued at this rate, we would burn 16%, 16.4. What else is down here? Here's the pool information. You got your price, market cap, $147 million market cap. Okay, holders, 9,782. We're still under 10,000 holders, guys. You think you might be early? 2,184 stakers. Total value locked, 68 million. Here's our circulating supply, 295 million. Stake supply, 223 million. No, billion. And then the burn supply, 38 billion. All right, I think we're going to stop there because I want to cover pTGC and then UFO. Yeah, $19 million burn. Okay, so let's go over to a really handy website. Look into ptgc.com. If you guys know Crypto Kong, this is his site. It is a pay site. There are free sections. If you guys have an urgent question, put it in all caps, and that way it will trigger me to answer your question. And even if you've already asked a question, put it in all caps and I'll address it. This is an AMA. So look into ptgc.com. It's like $17 a month for the upgraded version. And I have permission from him this morning to review the reflections. But let's go to the dashboard. This is cool stuff, guys. I'm so thankful that Kong built this for us because it puts in on a website, it gives us some perspective. Like, what are the numbers? How many people are, you can see the locking ladders in here. You can see when people are unlocking. It's very valuable information. And I love the moon math calculator. I think we'll get into that. Jonathan Shank says, I tell everyone to do 50% in pTGC, 50% in UFO. Yeah, I mean, that is good advice. I like it. Here are the pTGC market metrics. Here's the price, volume, $252,000 in volume. Why is that important? Because pTGC and UFO are both volume and volatility based protocols. And the higher the volume is, the more that we are being rewarded. Here's the liquidity, $17 million in all the pools, 974 transactions in the last 24 hours. Think we're early. Here's the ratio. We're at 6.3 pulse. That's gone up since this morning. 6.314 pulse per pTGC. Just a few months ago, maybe 6, it was less than 1. Do yourself a favor. Go to your deck screener and look at, let's do it. I'll do it for everybody right here, right now. pTGC, and let's look at it not against the dollar, not in dollar terms, but in pulse terms. Watch this. Look how much this token has moved up against the native token of the network. We're going to skip this initial run up. It has moved up 31,000% against the native token of the network, Pulse Chain. Okay, if you guys are new, the Pulse Chain fork happened 2 years ago in May. People sacrificed for it and the price was 0.0001. The price of Pulse right now is 0.00007. It's below SAC rate. And look how much this token has moved up against the Pulse network. What do you think is going to happen when Pulse starts moving? It's going to be bananas, guys. Just saying. Here's the circulating supply. All right, you got 19x to a penny. 19x to a penny for pTGC. 197x for a dime, and so on. And this D app is detecting my wallet, and this wallet is a squid wallet. Okay, here are the fee allocations. 5% gets divvied up. We talked about that. $1,260 was used to buy and burn pTGC, and this is in the last 24 hours. $1,260 was added to liquidity. $2,520 went to holders in form of reflections. $2,520 went to staker reflections. $5,000 went to the Dow. Pretty cool. Let's see if we need to do anything over here. Let's do some moon math. We're doing good. Oh, Stylus is in here. How's it going, Stylus? All right, so this DApp, and I'm pretty sure you guys have access to this. Yeah, you do, because I'm not even logged in. The DApp this site will let you do moon math. Some of the other stuff is going to be off limits until you get the subscription, $17 a month. But this is what you can do. Click on moon math, and he has changed a little bit in here. So I'm kind of winging it. I'm winging all this. Who doesn't think pDAI? Well, there's quite a bit of discussion about pDAI, right? But let's just do pDAI. pTGC paired with pDAI. We're going to check and see what we think based on Hart's law pTGC could do if pDAI goes to $1. And we're going to throw in an X factor. The X factor is how much pTGC is going to move against pDAI. Then we're going to modify it. How do you put it? We're going to tame it down a little bit and make it an X factor of 2. And here's the pair address. That's pretty handy. And then we're going to calculate if pDAI goes to $1 with an X factor of 2, meaning pTGC moves against pDAI, moves 2x against pDAI. With the current prices, the final price of pTGC would be 0.035 or 3.5 cents, which is a 72x potential from where it is right now. And here's the base price. Pretty cool. All right. There is a handy tool here on secretobank.com. You can select pTGC or UFO, check the volume, and you can see all of the pairs. And if this is not in the description of the video, I'm going to make sure it is in the description for the video. And then you can sort your columns pretty handily. And our biggest pair, pTGC and WPLS, had $104,000 in volume in the last 24 hours, and the liquidity is $2.4 million. You could sort this by liquidity. Our biggest pairing of all is with UFO, and then pTGC and liquid is 2.5 million, and pTGC and WPLS, pTGC and pDAI. That was the pTGC and pDAI was the first pair that went over $1 million. All right. What else can we tell you guys? Here's the dead address, and it is, I should put this in the description also. And I'll pop it in here. Brad Cook, I'll answer your question here in a second. There's the dead address. If you want to see where all the dead, where these tokens are sent, here is $20 million worth of pTGC in the dead address, and here's UFO down here. Brad Cook asks, is this the right WPLS PLS address? Let's have a look. It's ending in 341. Looks like this is the correct one. WPLS pDAI. I'm not the best at answering that question. I'm just going to admit, Brad. Perhaps somebody else can answer this, but I believe this is. If I could pop that address in, I would and see what it is. But you definitely want to make sure you're playing with the correct addresses. Just be careful, guys. And I always start my streams with security because it's so important. We're going into a bull run, guys. We don't want you to get wrecked, and your crypto is 100% your responsibility. Make sure you're using a hardware wallet. Never type your seed phrase. Never digitize your seed phrase. Engraven in stainless steel. Be careful what you click on in Telegram or Twitter or anywhere on the web. You don't want anybody to get access to your computer. I don't even whisper my seed phrase, okay, guys, and I keep it very, I have 2 copies and I keep them very, very safe. And use a hardware wallet. That's, for me, that's fundamental. Using a hardware wallet. I like the Rabby wallet as my soft wallet. Connect my hardware wallet to Rabby, transact from there. And you really want to confirm your transactions by looking at the address that you're confirming. Does anybody have questions about pTGC? Because I think we're just about done. I feel like I must have missed something, but we read the white paper. Brad Cook, you're absolutely welcome. There is on the website, I think we showed you how to get over. If you want to get over to the Pulse network, pulsetgc.com, and click here, and it'll walk you step by step how to get over. And there's multiple ways. Jump in the Telegram and ask, how can I get over to the Pulse network? And by the way, if you're on Ethereum, you're in for a treat, because the fees over on Pulse Chain are amazingly cheap. We just love it. It pains me to transact on Ethereum. It's so painful. Any other questions? We're going to move on. We've been going for 40 minutes. Man, did we really go through all that fast? I'm happy because, let me look at my notes here. We haven't did the moon math. You know what? Let's go back to the moon math and finish out pTGC, because I want to talk to you guys about the reflections. I'm going to share my screen. I'm just going to log in real quick. This has value. Watch. I mean, if you guys are a yield hound, like I'm a yield hound, listen, I think I told you guys at the very beginning that all the rewards are backed up in LP. So everybody could literally sell all their rewards and it wouldn't affect the chart. You could sell all your rewards from pTGC and UFO for a year, and your position, your principal would increase. How can you beat that? And it's not an inflationary token. It's deflationary. How do you put it? It's a deflationary token. It's not an inflationary token. That's the bottom line, is what I'm trying to say. Here is make sure I'm on the reflections tab. Reflection analysis. Okay, we're going to do an analysis of pTGC. So we're going into experimental mode. Wonder if Kong is in here. In the Netherlands, we have no on-ramp for PLS. Sorry to hear that. My preferred wallet, Winston, is the Rabby wallet. Love it. MetaMask is a minivan. Rabby is a Lambo. The difference is that striking. I'm not even kidding, man. Use my hardware wallet. Yeah, there you go. Okay. So let's do a reflection analysis. I think I have to have my wallet connected. I think. Let me connect my wallet. You guys can't see this. Give me a second. Hook up my wallet. I might need to pop the address in there. Okay, here's wallet address. I should just grab one off the deck screener. But this is my 1 million pTGC wallet. So here are, it needs just a second. Okay, here's our volume simulator. So right now the volume it's down here. It's down about here, right? 300,000 in volume is what we're seeing about. Let's calculate the yields. We know I have a tracker that shows me my yield. The yearly return is going to be on this wallet, which is only 1 million pTGC. It's going to be 7.8 thousand pTGC. Yearly return of 0.77%. And if you guys are experts on this site and see me botching this up, maybe just make a comment. Yes, you can use Rabby wallet with Ledger. I'm 100% sure. I've never done it, but I'm sure you can. So this wallet is a turtle. I thought it was a squid. I might be wrong. So the value of this 1 million pTGC is $544. I think the price is ticked up. Let's flip over to price real quick. Yeah, we're up for the day. I love it. That's good. Back to moon math. Total reflections, 13.76 thousand pTGC or $7 over a year. 24 hour tokens earned 18. So a penny. This wallet has earned a penny in 24 hours. And here's where it gets juicy. The next tier for this wallet would be a squid. Let's see if I can flesh this out for you guys. So it would earn, I want to say, I wish Zen were here to help me walk through this, or somebody, but I think it's $1,000 in a year. I'm totally botching this up for you guys. I apologize. Okay, I have not looked at this site in terms of volume that we're doing currently. I have looked at it in terms of volume that we could be doing. So let's just go there. Okay, let's say, I'm going to try to explain this. Let's say the Pulse network does let's say it does 100x and then it pulls back 90%. Then our volume could be, I think it would put us about, let's call it $10 million a day. Let's call it $10 million a day. So then your annual returns is 26%. And you guys can play around with this calculator and jump on the spaces. We hold spaces twice a week, Saturday at 10 a.m. Eastern, Monday at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. It'll be on my channel. We stream it. We do a space and we stream it on my channel. And we almost every time we do a space, we go into this calculator. And there are people that know how to use this calculator better than I do. And we walk through it. So I'm going to keep this short because I don't want to waste you guys' time. And you guys can maybe figure this out on your own. You have to have a premium subscription though. So the annual year yield on this one would be $137. Here's another reason I'm getting mixed up is because we really need to have a bigger wallet, a wallet that holds more tokens, because it's really not super impressive to me. The current APY is 25%. Now that's impressive. I understand that. $137 in yield off of a $500 bag. Now we're talking. However, this site is only accounting for reflections. It doesn't take into account staking rewards and locking rewards. So you need to add that. And so for staking, it would be, if you added staking, it'd be about double that. So $270 in yield, APY of 50%. So yeah, pretty juicy. Pretty juicy. And then if you put a bigger bag in there, it gets even juicier, right? You can't have enough. Nobody has enough pTGC or UFO. It's true. We don't have enough. We all good? Love the streams. Love to get some people to stop using MetaTrash. MetaTrash, that's a good one. Yeah. Oh, I had so many painful moments with MetaMask. Oy. Okay, let's move on to UFO. I told you guys the white paper is shorter, and it is. We're gonna read it. Hey, do me a favor. Give me a 1 in the chat if you've read this, a 0 if you haven't. I just want to get some idea. The UFO token stands as a pivotal amplifier within the pTGC ecosystem, strategically engineered to foster unity between the Richard Hart ecosystem and the Grays currency. Designed with precision, UFO operates as a catalyst, intensifying bot activity and token volume for both UFO and pTGC. Central to its architecture is a 6% buy and sell fee, meticulously structured to deliver rewards to holders, LP providers, and pTGC enthusiasts alike. Leveraging the same cutting-edge technology utilized to capture fees within the pTGC, UFO extends its reach, motivating holders of RH coins to pair them with UFO. This symbiotic relationship not only expands our network, but also amplifies our volume, culminating in greater rewards for all stakeholders. The initial supply was basically 1 trillion tokens. Buy fee, sell fee, and transfer. There's a buy, sell, and transfer fee for this token, and we need to include that in here. So again, buy it from a wallet that you want to hold it on. If you need to transfer, just know you're going to pay 6%, and that all benefits the system. So it's a benevolent act. Here's the distribution of fees: 3% as rewarded to UFO LP providers. I'm going to show you this on the DApp. We're going to talk about it. And here are the pools: UFO Pulse, PulseX, Inc., Hex from Ethereum, PDI, and pTGC. If I forget, I want to make sure I don't forget. If you LP UFO and pTGC, you will pay the 5% for pTGC, 6% for UFO. These other pairings, UFO is whitelisted from paying the fee, but not with pTGC. So just know that if you want to LP these two, you're going to pay 11% going in and another 11% going out. So I don't. Some people have, and I don't. 1% is rewarded to holders of the UFO token paid in UFO. 1% is utilized to buy and burn the UFO token. 1% is used to buy and burn pTGC. And we've seen that UFO burns a significant amount of pTGC. It's beautiful. Users can simply hold UFO in their wallets to participate in the ecosystem. Holders of UFO automatically receive their proportional share of the 1% holders reward. This reward, paid in UFO token, is deposited directly into their wallets without the need for staking or any additional processes. Here's a key thing about holding UFO. There are a lot of people that LP UFO with an RH ticker, and it's great. It's great because if you have an RH ticker sitting in your wallet doing nothing, you can pair it with UFO, get you some UFO, and then pair it, and then you're going to earn PLS, which is the native token. But if you choose to simply hold your UFO or hold a portion of it, like I'm doing, much of mine is paired. Didn't quite know what I was doing at the beginning, and paired it. But I am also holding quite a bit that is just sitting liquid in my wallet. The paired tokens are not earning reflections. So what does that mean? Let's say 50% of the UFO in existence is in LPs. Well, that means those tokens are not receiving reflections. So the tokens that are receiving reflections are receiving twice as much. So what we've seen is that UFO holders of just holding the token are earning quite a bit in reflections. Not like an astronomical amount, but an impressive amount just for holding the token. But if you have an itch to, do something with the contract to, to scrape rewards and that sort of thing, then LP'ing. I like LP'ing because I do like interacting with the contract. I feel like I'm producing something, and I like to see those rewards stacking up. If you simply hold, then you need to have some way of tracking your reward because the rewards are in UFO tokens. Users have the option to provide liquidity using UFO paired with any of the 7 listed tokens on PulseX V2. You want to make sure that you do this from the DApp, by the way. I'm mentioning stuff along the way that I want to make sure I don't miss. When interacting directly with PulseX, a 6% fee is imposed both during LP provisioning and removal. However, users can utilize the provided DApp on the pTGC website to provide LP, bypassing the 6% fee entirely. LP providers earn their share of the 3% rewards. Those rewards are paid in PLS, that deposited directly into your wallets without requiring any further interaction. Users are advised that the only pair that is charged the fees is the UFO pTGC pair. We're almost done. I think we're going to skip this part. Yeah. Supply cap and then our disclaimer. Let's go to the DApp. Here's a question. Oh, there we go. Thanks for jumping in there, Jonathan. Appreciate that. Here is UFO token. Okay. We have a liquidity pool tab. And these are the two tabs in the D app for UFO token. Liquidity pools, PLP rewards. So, and let me just make sure I have my wallet connected. And this too is an experimental wallet. You know, I really should, for these, really should use a different wallet. I'm going to do that on the next one. We're doing this again on Sunday, guys. And I told you guys at the beginning, I'm cutting my teeth on this one. So you guys are kind of my guinea pigs. I know this wallet has a UFO PLS. So it has 0.001% of the pool. So you can simply add liquidity. We get questions like this in the chat. How do I provide LP? Well, do it from the DApp. Otherwise, you're not going to receive the 3% in PLS. So make sure you do it from the DApp. Avoid UFO pTGC unless you really want to. And then you go here, connect your wallet, click on add liquidity, and you're going to select how much UFO you want to provide LP with. And you're going to have to have an equal dollar amount of another token. It's going to have to be Pulse, PulseX, Ink, and either Hex. Oh, and PDI. Okay, and then you just add liquidity. And then you're going to have to authorize the tokens and then LP it. It's a several step process adding an LP, but it's very simple, if you will. Then if you wanted to remove liquidity, click on the remove liquidity tab and you can remove a portion. Here, it looks like this wallet has 112,000 PLP tokens. You're going to receive 111,000 UFO, 126,000 PLS for 50%. All right. And then you just approve it and you will receive UFO and PLS in your wallet. That's just how it works. All right. So that is how you can add and remove liquidity right here on the D app. Now we're going to go to and see the rewards. What else is down here? Supply, buy fee, sell fee, and holding UFO token, providing liquidity. You can read about that. Here's the fee distribution, 3% to LP, and then 1% to these other functions. Okay, let's go up here and click on UFO PLP rewards. Now up here we have the UFO that has been earned from reflections in this wallet, 29,500 UFO. Earned from rewards in Pulse. I think this must be once I claim, because I have not claimed any. Yeah, these are pending rewards. So I haven't earned them until I claim them is how it works on this site. Pending to claim 14,715. And then what's cool about this site is that if you have multiple LPs on this wallet, you can claim all of them by clicking here, claim reward. All right, pretty sweet. So in here we have total held 223,000 PLP tokens, total staked PLP tokens. UFO shares is 1 million UFO. And I'm not the best guy to explain UFO shares. Maybe somebody can get me something to where I can memorize it and just talk about it. And I will try to get schooled on how to explain UFO shares. And then of course, the penny rewards. Okay. Anybody have any questions? Yeah. Thanks for answering the questions in there, Jonathan. That's really appreciated. Okay, let's go look at the volume tracker. I'm just going to call this the volume tracker for UFO. So secretobank.com, you can click on UFO and check the volume. And it doesn't refresh. You will need to refresh it yourself. So I refreshed it probably 2 hours ago. The volume was 391,000. It was this number here. Let's refresh it. Why am I keying in on volume? Because the more volume we have, the more we're being rewarded. These are both of these are volume and volatility based tokens. We like it. We like volatility. We like a number go up and number go down because we're getting in between. Look, it increased. We're getting in between those transactions and earning a fee. So the total volume was $400,000. Last Friday, we had $2 million in total volume. So, and I'm going to tell you guys, 6-8 months ago, the volume was like 12,000. On pTGC, it was like 5,000. I'm not even kidding. And we are still at the beginning. We're in a bull run, but we haven't got really hot yet, right? And pulse chain is still below SAC rate. So we anticipate these liquidity webs are going to 10, 100x perhaps. And this volume, I don't know what it's going to do, but I hope it does amazing things. Why? Because I want rewards. I want to be rewarded for holding and staking and locking and LP'ing, all of that. Why do I want rewards? Because I don't want to dip into my principal. I never want to sell that real estate. I want to hold it. All right, so that is Secreto Bank. If you guys, in due time, everybody's time is different. But if you would like to support the ecosystem, get yourself a Gray's currency gold ring. We call it the Space Force. You can join the Space Force and promote pTGC on your socials. You don't even have to say anything. Just just having this shows that you're in the club, if you will. So you just upload your profile. It puts a gold ring down it. You can kind of reposition it and such, then download it and bam, upload it to your YouTube, Twitter, Telegram, and so on. Let's look at UFO against WPLS because I think you're going to see a very similar thing. I'm kind of scanning the prices too right now. What's happening? WPLS is on the move. Bitcoin is over $100,000 again. This is going to my channel, right? This is historical, man. This is a timestamp in history. Let's look at UFO. UFO. It now costs 1.1326 PLS per UFO. And we just surpassed 1-to-1. I want to say it was Saturday or Sunday. And we're still flying. It's amazing. I hope we eat a zero before next week. That'd be amazing. Let's look at UFO versus WPLS and see how it has been doing. There you go, guys. This token launched on May 6th, I want to say. Good grief. Look at this. Just incredible. Let's look at it on the weekly. I'm doing this right. Here we go. Look at that, man. Yeah, last week was an incredible week. But look, for 6 weeks, we've been moving up incredibly against the Pulse Network token. What do you think is going to happen when Pulse turns around? When people are done with Bitcoin, done with Ethereum, both those tokens have topped out and they've got money sitting in their bags. So like, okay, I took a bunch of profit from Bitcoin and Ethereum and whatever else, and now I'm looking for a place to make more profit. Well, Pulse Chain hasn't run yet. Oh, what's this little token over on Pulse Chain called pTGC and this other one called UFO? Well, people are going to ape into the alts on Pulse Chain. They're also going to ape into Pulse Chain. Numbers going to go up, and we are going to ride on the. We're not really going to ride on the shirt tails of Pulse Chain. We're gonna. I mean, look at this. We are moving up against. It was on the 4th of November. It was 0.2 pulse per UFO on the 4th of November. That was just over a month ago. It is now 1.1 pulse per UFO. This thing's flying. And when the network token starts increasing in value, this token's it's gonna impress. I'm anticipating. Like last year, between January and March, Pulse ran up 4x, reverting back a little bit to pTGC. UFO did not exist then. Pulse ran up 4x. pTGC ran up 40x. That's a 10x against the network token. Yeah, guys, get ready. I hope you got your position. I really do. And if you don't, then I hope you get one. This is not, none of this here is financial advice, but I would like to see everybody have exposure to these tokens. They're the hottest thing on the Pulse network right now. Literally. What else, guys? We went over that. We saw it on the burn address. What else can we cover here? Give me a second. We covered the DApp. UFO is just much more simple to cover. Let's do some moon math. The thing about UFO, and a friend of mine was telling me this, he's like, he was a little frustrated because he got himself a nice bag of UFO. And he's like, this token is absolutely impressing me. It's absolutely performing magnificently well. But from a marketing perspective, UFO it's like just there. You know, pTGC pTGC is like memeable. It's almost like a meme coin. We call it the first meme coin with utility. UFO is just kind of there, you know, even though it's flying. Well, let's look at, enough rambling. Let's look at, we already went over the dashboard. Did we go over the dashboard? I don't think we did. I think we're going to be done in under an hour and a half. And if you guys see anything that I missed that I should cover next time, just PM me, please. I want to make sure I cover everything and that I don't repeat myself, because I hope we did not go. Oh, we did cover this. So the $24,000 collected in the last 24 hours in fees collected and distributed, right? Because if you hold these tokens, you are part of that. Let's do some moon math. And there are these quick links over here, which I really love. I wonder if I should be in advanced mode. I'm not going to do it unless I know what I'm doing. UFO, and let's do UFO and pDAI, since that's a familiar one. We're going to do an X factor of, just like we did with pTGC, we'll do it with an X factor of 2. pDAI goes to $1. Calculate. So if pDAI goes to $1 and UFO moves up against pDAI, moves 2x up against pDAI, the value of UFO would be a 66x from where it is now. I like that. It would be a 33x if we didn't have an X factor of 2. Let's do an X factor of 5. That would be a final UFO price of 164x. It would be a 1.5 penny UFO. I accept. I really do. Let's do some reflections. UFO. We're going to go into analysis mode. And we're going to pop in this. I wonder if I still have this on my clipboard. I do. I'm going to check the rewards, check the yields. You know what? Let's go get a wallet off of Dex Screener. You guys can see what I'm doing here. Let's get a wallet off of Dex Screener. And hopefully this is not a bot, but it might not even matter. Let's drag it, paste it over here. Because I'm hoping, you know what I should do? Give me a second, guys. I almost want to do, let's check this one. Okay. Oh yeah, I think this is a bigger holder. Let's go straight to the $15 million in volume per day. If UFO has $15 million in volume per day, and I think we're gonna run up and have more than $15 million. I mean, we just had $2 million last Friday. And yeah, that was the biggest day ever. I think we're going to have more. So if we run up and have more and we pull back 90% during a bear market, maybe we settle around $15 million. Well, that would be beautiful. But either way, you guys can slide this scale to wherever you want. And let's see where this wallet would be. And I want to see how much he has. Okay, he's got the yearly return will be 98%, or 980,000 UFO. That'd be pretty sweet. I guess this dude's a turtle. Total reflections, $2.78. Yearly yield. Yeah, this is a small, I bet this is a bot. I didn't get a very good wallet. So the yearly yield would be $92. Next time I do this, I'm going to get a decent wallet. I don't want to mess around. I kind of want to, I value you guys' time. I'll get a better wallet. So you can double that because that's just reflections. For staking, if you include the staking, it'd be like $185. So that's how it works. But 95% APY, 190% APY, that's pretty sweet. That is pretty sweet. So yeah, I need to have Kong walk me through this, or one of the guys, and just get a little refresher for how to do this on my own. And I think if I get a good wallet address, it'll work out better. It'll be more impressive. You know what I mean? So we'll do that next time. I'll remember that. What else is there, guys? What else is there? Man, I feel like there's so much to talk about with these two assets. If you guys got any questions, drop them in right now. UFO is the pulse chain hidden gem. I agree. I think both of these tokens are. I think what's happening is amongst the broader community is a little bit of cognitive dissonance. This technology that has been developed and input into pTGC and UFO is so innovative that it causes a little bit of cognitive dissonance. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's like if something is so different from what I'm accustomed to, you kind of make up excuses and you kind of diss it a little bit. And what this technology is that the main takeaway for me is that these tokens are, the beauty of what's behind these tokens is the bots, because whenever these pairs go out of alignment, the bots have to put them back into alignment. So, and then that causes a ripple effect. This pair over here gets out of balance because somebody made a trade. I'm like, oh, this one's out of balance. Okay, well, I need to take some from over here and put it over here. And when they buy and sell, they're paying the 5% or the 6% tax. And that's happening 24/7, 7 days a week. We literally do not need users over here. I mean, I hesitate to say that. It's the truth, but I hesitate because I want all my friends over here. And I want people to join the party, because the more users we have, the more the number is going to go up, and the more, friends we have that hold the token, if that makes sense. So I think that's just about, I think we're very early for it. I agree. This is one of the hidden gems over on the pulse chain, UFO, pTGC. So which one? Okay, let's say I don't hold either of these tokens. Which one do I buy? Okay, if you held a gun to my head and you said, all right, I got $1,000 and I got to buy one of them, which one do I buy? Well, I'm going to buy UFO, not because I like it more, but because I can get more of the supply. You could get more, you can get a larger position in UFO than you can in pTGC. And I like to have as large a position as possible. But if I can relax and buy both of them, I would do a higher ratio in UFO and a lower ratio in pTGC. Again, because I like to have a bigger portion of the supply. Now, does that mean that a year from now I made a wise decision? I don't know. And we're just going to have to, I mean, maybe I don't know. I can't see the future. But that's what I would do. I would go heavy into UFO, but I would get some, I'd get some pTGC too, honestly. It's best to hold both, in my opinion. Any other questions? UFO burns more pTGC than pTGC does currently. True statement. Then when you look at how much alien is burning pTGC, you see how we have gotten to $20 million burned off the chart. It's amazing. Yep, they're symbiotic and they assist each other. Yep. If pTI goes to $1, not only pTI goes up, but all the RH tickers go up. Guys, we saw in the charts just a couple of weeks ago when pTI was running, what was pTGC and UFO doing? Wow. pTI goes to $1. If it goes to $1, it gets to 50 cents. It's going to be impressive. And here's the thing. There's been a lot of people like buying pTI to catch that run. pTI will stop at $1. It'll be right. I think it'll be right around there. Why buy that token when it's going to stop at a certain point when you can hold these tokens and there's no price ceiling? And when pTI runs, these ones run more. It kind of makes sense to me that I would hold these tokens. One last thing. I want to do something for fun. Let's look at, share my screen. Let's look at, okay, since we're just talking about it, let's look at pTGC versus pTI. Let's look at the chart. This is a topic this week. Oh, wait, I'm looking die. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. Hold up. pTGC. I'm going to have to look at other pairs. Let me see if I can do this. Bear with me. We're almost done. pTI. There you have it, guys. No, hold up. That's price. Oh, it's volatile. I've got a little drawing here. Let's see. This is the pTGC versus pTI chart. I'm going to do a measurement here from the bottom back in October. I'm going to do it right. No, let's skip this big run up. Let's be honest. I'm going to start right. But where are we right now? Yeah, that wouldn't make sense. That this experiment failed. The prairie banana is eating his words right now. Let's go to the middle of October and go to where we are right now. 65%. 65. pTGC is 65% up above pTI. But look at this volatility in here too. Look at all that volatility. It's beautiful. Yeah. But me personally, if I had to buy one of the other pTI or pTGC, it's gonna be pTGC. Let's look at another one. Let's find other, because I want to show you guys a good example. I will admit that the PLS, pTGC versus PLS is a lot more dramatic than the other pairs. But let's look at another one. This is another favorite, right? Atropa. pTGC versus Atropa. Kind of go from the middle here to where it is now, 65%. Yeah. All right. That's fun. And you can go look at all those other pairs on your own. But yeah, guys, get ready. It's going to be, we are in exciting times. Hope you got your bags packed. Maybe throw in a carry-on. Put your tray in the upright position. Fasten your seatbelts because it's about to get volatile. All right, guys. Any other questions? Guys, thanks for joining. 209 people in here. Thank you so much. Hit the like, subscribe, and I plan to do this again Sunday. Have a good rest of your week.